Hi, everyone. It's Wednesday. Welcome back. It's the 24th day of April. And on that note, one of our top headlines tonight will be, I say this every year. I know I even said it when we first announced it a few weeks ago, but I really thought it was at least 2 weeks away, and it's not. It's a week from tonight, or a week from tomorrow night, actually. And it's the 40th time around, and I've got some news to share with you on that topic that I'll fill you in on in more detail in just a few moments. Several arrests to fill you in on the Sagersville and local level. I've got scores and schedules to get you caught up on because the weather has not been very forgiving with baseball and softball schedules. I've got a host of other news and information. Your weather forecast has been updated. We're waiting on the rains, so to speak. We'll talk about when and how much we might see in just a few moments. Before all that, let's get to the worst first. And sadly today, more tragic news coming out of Harlan County, but nevertheless, we just have to make mention of the mother who's now passed away from the severity of her burn injuries. Allison Howard died earlier today. Her husband, Dennis, remains in critical condition. They're the parents, of course, of the two little toddlers, one boy, one girl, who died in a house fire Monday morning of this week, around 11 o'clock or so, a quarter after. Calls came in to the state police, to the fire departments about a structure fire. When they got there, they found the parents lying on the yard outside, both severely burned. And of course, we've now learned, of course, that it's now claimed, in addition to the lives of their two little toddlers, as well the mother. Funeral services in her honor have not been mentioned as of yet, but there is an effort going on a local level to raise funds for funeral service costs for the two little children. So far, they've raised about $6,000. And services have now been set for Coach Tim Rice of Sheldon Clark, the girls' head basketball coach, who, of course, passed away earlier this week after his SUV collided with a dump truck, we believe, on his way to work early day before yesterday morning. Visitation actually begins tomorrow night after 6 o'clock. Visitation will be held at the Nelson Frazier Funeral Home tomorrow night after 6, as well as continuing all day Friday. The funeral, however, will be held in the gymnasium, the D.W. Howard Fieldhouse in Betsy Lane. Services will begin in Coach Rice's honor Saturday morning at 11. Viewing or visitation will begin an hour before funeral services, 10 o'clock that morning. And the family is also requesting that, in lieu of flowers, any donations be made in honor of the Tim Rice Scholarship Fund. They can be made directly through the BB&T Bank in Betsy Lane. And a correction, that fatal accident obviously early yesterday morning, and it involved a cement truck, of course, which was traveling in front of Mr. Rice. With that said, I've got 3 arrests on the local level to get you caught up on. One, pretty good shoplifting case, a woman jailed and remains there, as well as an endangering the welfare of a minor case, and another arrest by local authorities. Roy Gibson was arrested Monday of this week for an incident that actually took place days ago on the 11th day of this month. An arrest warrant obtained by Sagersville Police says that a victim stated to authorities on April the 11th that Gibson had been at a residence she was staying at on Allen Drive, and that he came to that residence cursing and yelling at her and left, and then he came back with a stick and struck her multiple times in the stomach, neck, nose, arms, head, face, and otherwise, causing several injuries. She also said that he threatened to kill her during the same incident, and that he also was in violation of an active DVO or EPO that she had against him that was in effect till 2020. Gibson was not there when Officer Mike Nichols of the Sagersville PD arrived. He obtained the arrest warrant and was picked up by another officer on Monday, charged with assault in the second degree and violation of that active DVO or EPO. Also arrested Monday by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department was a Brandon S. Howard of Sagersville around 11 o'clock that night. The officer in question, Brian Tipton, says that he was on a DPP, Department of Protective Services, referral for drug use around children and abuse when he went to a residence and found a man identified as the father of 2 children asleep in a bedroom, and he was informed that he didn't have permission to be there. He woke him up and confirmed that he was not allowed to be in the residence around the children, with the officer noting in his citation that he found clothes hanging in the closet that belonged to Howard. In the room where Howard was asleep, they found a used needle lying on top of a dresser. They also found an empty pill bottle with no label on it. And inside a wooden box on the dresser, they found another quantity of drugs and or paraphernalia, specifically another quantity of needles when he opened up the box, and pill capsules identified as amphetamine, all within reach of the children inside the home. He was charged with criminal trespassing in the third degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, and endangering the welfare of a minor. And this Sagersville woman was arrested after having more than $153 in stolen goods in her purse or on her person. Taken into custody yesterday afternoon around 4 o'clock on Parkway Drive by Sagersville Police Chief Matthew Watson is Rebecca Arnett, 53, of Sagersville. The police department received a complaint of a shoplifter at the Dollar General store on Parkway Drive. He found Rebecca Arnett in that vicinity and found on her person several stolen items that she hadn't paid for, totaling $153.30. She was charged with shoplifting and also served with 2 outstanding warrants from 2 other counties. More news in just a moment. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by for huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville, 349-8785. 7.4 million children, many under the age of 1, are abused in the United States every year. 5 die unnecessarily every day. In Kentucky, there was a known 85,000 reports of child abuse just last year. Neglect is the most common form, drug and alcohol use by an adult the biggest factor. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month to remind us all to make a difference all the time by offering support, mentoring, and most importantly, recognizing and reporting child abuse. This message brought to you by the pediatric physicians and whether it's for a little pre-vacation tan, or to look and feel better, or just to come and relax for a few minutes, get your perfect shade on at Tropical Isle Tanning with the very best in modern tanning. They've got 6 beds, including their fabulous 7-minute stand-up bed and their 12-minute super bed with bronzing bulbs. Or get a perfect sunless glow with Versa Spa spray tans, which are 20% off all the month of April. At Tropical Isle Tanning in Sagersville and Prestonsburg, open 7 days a week. Just like that, we've jumped into the spring allergy season with all the buds and blooms, tree and grass pollen, mold, and all the nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy nose and eyes and throat that they cause. Don't get caught off guard. Protect yourself daily with a quick trip to Parkway Pharmacy for over-the-counter and prescription relief. And you can always log into parkwaypharmacy.com to have your prescriptions ready when you get there. At Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville. Visit their butcher block and find fresh cut meat daily and other specials like 80% lean ground beef, just $2.49 a pound this week. Bone-in chicken breast, just $1.39 a pound. 2 bags of Doritos, just $5, and 2 loaves of Sara Lee wheat bread, $5. Make it a movie night with popcorn, just 99 cents a box, and delicious Red Delicious apples, 3-pound bags for just $1.99. Price is good through Tuesday, April the 30th, only at your Sagersville Save-A-Lot. I know I do it every year, and I do it about all sorts of things all year long because time just escapes me exponentially. And when we first brought up the Montgomery County Rescue Squad auction a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just around the corner. Today, Carter called and said, well, we need to do something on the auction. I said, you're right, we've got a couple of weeks, we better get on it. No, we don't. It's a week from tomorrow night. And it's the 40th annual event. And I've got to be honest, Carter, in the following interview, is pretty optimistic because there have been a lot of gracious donations. However, we're only maybe just at or under 100 items thus far, and that particularly scares me. Even though there are a lot of great items, and there have been some monetary donations and some unique items donated this year. So here's hoping that in the next week, between now and next Thursday night, you'll be able to help, or someone will be able to help support even more for the 40th, can you believe, 40th annual Magoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction.
Well, this week we've got the first week of the newspaper, and we've got about 85 items so far, and we're still going to collect for next week's paper. And then 1 week from tomorrow night, we go on the air for the 40th Rescue Squad Media Auction live here at the Rescue Squad building. So, yeah, I see 40. Yeah, I'm sweating over it myself right now. But anyway, going about usual. We're going to end up probably about 100, a little over 100 items. And the reason that is some of the places give money instead of just an item. So we're still a little short on the items, and we need more. And we'll be taking them up to that Friday night of the auction. Anytime after Friday night, we won't take any more. So if you still haven't heard from us, please give us a call at 349-5500 and tell us that you've got something for our 40th annual auction. Now, what you see here is the normal, and we have a set of 4 tars from Puckett's, and they will fit most ATV. Now, what you don't see here, we've gotten a little bit more this year, is we have a 2-hour pool party from the Ramada Inn. That's valued at $238. Now, that's including the tax. So whatever you buy it at, still got to pay $38. You know, the new tax thing went into effect, so on services. UK basketball tickets from Representative Blanton and also Senator Smith. A Lazy Boy recliner from out Bailey's Furniture. The weed eater, chainsaw you see here, the battery, air compressor, something new. We never had one of those before, of that size. Kirby from Sean's Pond out there. Super sweeper, I guess you might say, all the attachments to it, whatever like that. So if you're interested in a heavy sweeper, that's Kirby. Now, here's something really new, and you might want to make a plan for this. 1 night stay at the Jenny Wally Lodge Room. So, if you would like to have a little getaway, and this is valued at, I believe, $129. It's in the lodge now. It's not a cabin. This is a lodge room at Jenny Wally, 1 night stay. So think about that. Anniversary's coming up the next month or so, whatever. That'd be a nice thing to do right there. That's valued, I think, at $126, $129. So we have a lot of items, not big and not like I say you see here, but like on paper items that we can sell. We've got some more oil changes, oil. So be sure to get your paper this week, and you'll see the first of the items. Then we go on the air next Thursday night at 6:30. We'll be live from here at the squad building. 349-6001 is the number to call. Now, if you still want to mail something, mail it into Magoffin County Rescue Squad, P.O. Box 155, Syersville, Kentucky, 41465. We want to hear from you, and we still need items to sell. Thank you.
Another interesting and big ticket item, 25-ton of gravel donated from the Hinkle Quarry down at Natural Bridge. This has got a value of $536, and I don't know hardly anyone who couldn't use that right about now somewhere, and maybe even use much more than that. But that was a great donation. Of course, all the items so far will be published in tomorrow's edition of the Syersville Independent. We'll have them published next week with an updated list. We'll be going over your TV schedule, of course, and we're still working on maybe having an internet stream as well. I'll let you know how that progresses in just a few moments. Right now, let's jump on over to tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, and I'm trying to get the singing voice ready because it's time to say happy birthday to these two gals. Birthday wishes to these two ladies. That's Rita Faye and Benita Gay, both turning 57. So everybody say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy 57th to Rita and Benita. Happy birthday to you both. Going on to other calendar announcements, the judge's office has announced the Magoffin County cleanup campaign for this May, and they're going to start with residents in District 3 Monday, May the 6th. All that week, it's for District 3. The following week, beginning on the 13th, District 2. The week of May the 20th, District 1. I'll remind you, of course, as we go throughout, but those are the magisterial districts and the order of which they'll be picking up all those large items that you can't necessarily set out with your regular garbage, with the exception of construction debris or hazardous materials. If you have any questions, you can contact the judge's office for more information. This Friday, the Chautauqua series depicting Jean Ritchie, a damsel with a dulcimer, is going to take place at the Magoffin County Health Department. It's going to be free. It's going to start at 7. Donations graciously accepted if you attend to help keep this wonderful event going. Don't forget, the North Magoffin Fire Department's having their Spring Open Bass Tournament this Saturday, 8 till 4, 5 fish limit, $100 per boat. Also, other big cash prizes, including first, second, and third, starting with $1,000. That's Paintsville Lake this Saturday morning. Register at 7. They'll leave at 8. Weigh in at 4. 349-7777 if you have any questions. And don't forget that our friends over at the Johnson County Animal Shelter, Whiskers of Wags, are hosting a rockin' and barkin' good time through the ages with Troy Burchett and the Postman performing this Saturday, 6 to 9. It's just $35 per person. A wonderful evening, a wonderful atmosphere, and a great bunch of fun and a great, great cause. And a great opportunity to make sure those kiddies are safe. A free child car seat check coming up on the 30th and last day of this month, I'll remind you. But there are going to be technicians, certified car seat technicians, and they're going to help you get your car seat put in, show you how to do it when you need to on site at the Magoffin County Health Department. This is the Magoffin County Community Event set for 3 to 5. That's Tuesday the 30th, brought to you by Sunrise Children's Services and the Health Department. April the 30th, that Tuesday, next Tuesday. And that's our calendar for tonight. If you have something you need on it, this is how you get it here. To maximize your savings, make the new digital coupon kiosk your first stop at the new IGA.
Hey Salyersville, whether you're a paper couponer or a digital couponer, we've got ways to save you money here at Salyersville IGA. After you've registered your name and phone number, the available coupons will come up on the screen, such as save $1 off IGA gallon milk, or save $1 off Kingsford charcoal, or save $2 off Tide Pods. So once you've clipped the coupons that you want, you can see which coupons are available in your digital wallet. You can sign out, and then you're ready to shop. It only takes a few seconds to sign up, and our friendly staff is always happy to help. So remember to click Shop and Save at Salyersville IGA.
The seasonal shop is simply wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, filled with new arrivals and more coming every day. Natural Life is in the store. It's a fun, uplifting brand of t-shirts, headbands, air fresheners, mugs, and more. And they've always got the latest and greatest designs from Simply Southern, including their new line of drinkware for hot or cold. And the women's spring and summer collections are simply amazing and ready to get you ready for the beautiful weather head to toe. And come in and check out their rewards program. Free local delivery. They'll ship it to you. They're now accepting PayPal, and they've always got baby and wedding registry at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. At Parkway Gun & Pawn, out the door means taxes and a box of shells are included, and all these specials are out the door prices. So you can pick from these Heritage Arms 22 revolvers, $149 out the door, or this one for $139. This Judge shoots 45 long Colts and 4 10 shells, and it's out the door for $449. 9mm semi-automatics as low as $219, all just in and soon to be gone at Parkway Gun & Pawn.
Appalachian Wireless has a question for you. Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? If you think this answer is simple, then the Appalachian Advantage plan is for you. Pay less upfront for today's hottest smartphones, and then pay just a few dollars more every month on the monthly bill. Many smartphones are $5 a month or less after you factor in the $20 discount from the Advantage plan, compared to the contract offering. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Payment agreement required. See store for details.
If you've driven down the road, watched TV, or listened to the radio, you've seen or heard the ads for the Sign and Settle law firms. When I hear of someone settling their case for pennies on a dollar with these firms, it chills my soul. If you've been injured, it's all about the money. I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. I represent injured people who deserve all the money they can get. Call me at my Syersville office at 349-4522, West Liberty at 743-1965.
At Syersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Syersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Syersville National. Definitely unforgiving. I'm talking specifically about the weather. That might apply to a lot of things, but in this case, your baseball and softball schedules have been amiss for days. We're still set to see the season wrap up May the 17th and 18th for the for the girls and boys, respectively. But they're going to have to try to get some games in, and they haven't been able to do so very much at all here lately. And in fact, we had games set for tonight already canceled, games for tomorrow night not canceled yet, but you'll know when you see the forecast after these scores and schedule updates. Definitely unforgiving, and this will just prove that. The last game the Lady Hornets were able to get in was last Thursday, a road game, and a 20-4 run win for the Lady Hornets in 5 innings, but they've not been able to get back on the field since. In fact, they were to be on the road tonight at East Ridge. That game's already been called. Tomorrow they're set to be hosting Paintsville at home at 5:30. I'm not going to call that one, but I think I could right now. So I'm not sure when we're going to get to the Lady Hornets again. Their next game after that will be the 29th, next Monday night, hosting Morgan County here at home. The girls are, as you just saw, sitting right now with 8 wins and 1 loss, even in the district at 1-1. As for the boys, not much better luck. Their last game was this Monday night, and a big win, a needed one after 5 losses in a row, 14-3 in 6 innings for the boys at Betsy Lane. Now, they're to be on the road at Sheldon Clark tonight. That game has not been called per my last update. They're also to be hosting Sheldon Clark here tomorrow night. That one's not been called yet either, but again, I think I wouldn't be going out too far on a limb if we did so right now, given your forecast that I'll get to in just a second. Yeah, definitely not looking good for tomorrow night's baseball games because shower chances actually rolling in tonight, increasing tomorrow, and we could pick up maybe an inch of total rainfall over the course of your Thursday and into your early Friday. But the good news is that early Friday, they pull out of town. We'll be hovering right around 69 to 70 degrees with some sunshine afterwards for days. Well, just sitting here watching through the monitor that shows downtown Syersville, of course, from many different angles. Clouds have been on the increase. Blue skies getting less and less all the time. And we'll see between 9 and midnight tonight about a 30% chance of showers as such. Mostly cloudy skies and a low right around 60 degrees for your Thursday. Slight chance of some showers to the tune of about 30% very early, but by mid-afternoon, noon, 2 or so, they'll increase to about a 60% likelihood, if you will. We might pick up a 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch tomorrow. We might pick up another 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch tomorrow night and might see some thunderstorms associated with that front as it rolls through. Temperatures aren't going to go too awfully far off the rails. We got 76, 57 tomorrow with showers, possibly some storms tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. Friday, we'll back off about 9 or 10 degrees with 67 expected for your daytime high. Showers, I think, mainly up until 2, and then we should start to clear up pretty neatly thereafter. Maybe another 1/2 inch of rain Friday, but by about, like I said, midday, 2 to 3 o'clock, they should start to wane. We should see mostly clear skies by Friday night with a low of around 44. So we're going to take a hit as for nighttime lows. Saturday, sunny and 69, 52 for the low. There's your Sunday forecast, 69 and mostly sunny, mostly clear. A pretty nice weekend. We're going to hover right around 69 degrees, and we're going to be dry throughout the entire thing. We'll start off next week on that same dry note. Monday, mostly sunny and 76. Tuesday, partly sunny and 79, but with that shower chances, as you'll see. Late Monday night, early to your Tuesday, and then maybe leaving for a little while thereafter. Midweek next week, I think we'll be partly sunny, pushing close to 80 degrees, if not then some, by then. And before I say goodnight on this Wednesday, let me say this, just a few of the many things coming up in tomorrow's edition of the Sagersville Independent. More pinned on Logan Corporation's major milestone this week with their 1,000th dump body being produced and rolling off the line. More counterfeit money found in Sagersville. The jail administrator for the Big Sandy being, of course, fired and suspended. A significant change to the school calendar that you'll need to be aware about. That's for next year. Our FFA students excelling at a field day. The National Day of Prayer quickly approaching. Middle school archery success. There's a Veterans Town Hall meeting coming up that we want to tell you about, and more about a young lady who will be, among others, competing at a national level. And there were a couple of Easter egg hunts that did take place over the course of the weekend. I suspect you'll find some cute pics associated to them in tomorrow's paper. And we'll go back in our historic page, brought to you by Grover Arnott, attorney at law, to 1995. Can you believe it was just since 1995 that we've had the McGoffin County 911 system? That'll make for an interesting roll back and read. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for more of Your News Today.